Yep.
This show
Let's
gonna be
make the
fucked
best
up.
of it, people. That's all we.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It's been a while. I had a couple of things going. Absolutely. Yo, great to see you, Tim. Great to see you, Tim. I had a couple of incidents going on, and if you guys follow my channel, follow me, you know what happened. You know, they're having some losses, but can't allow that to keep me back from bringing you some horrible content, shady ass fucking reviews, the whole shit. You know how it go. So we are back and we are going to review a couple of films today. We're going to review Doctor Strange, Chip and Dale, Stranger Things, the newest season, The Northman, Top Gun Maverick, America, The Boys new season, Kenobi, X, and we're going to save Jurassic World Dominion for next week because I want to give my co-host time to watch it and possibly other people too. But yeah, and then we're going to go over some games and stuff like that I pretty much checked out this week and some previews that popped up. So, as usual, you know who we got. We got my favorite and wonderful and lovely co-host, Miss Mika, right there.
Hi, guys.
And you got the wonderful, look at that mask. Look at that mask. You got the wonderful and mysterious Count Kenny.
AKA
The
Dick
mop
Richard, DDS.
Yeah, AKA Dick
Howdy.
Richard, AKA the Mop Assassin, AKA the Lone Samurai of here.
AKA R.L. Stein.
AKA
Yes.
R.L. Stein.
And the actual real
And you know
R.L.
what,
Stein.
Kenny? You
AKA
know
don't
what's so
look at my
funny?
face.
You know what's so
You know
funny,
what I'm
Kenny? Because R.L. Stein is actually going to be at New York Comic Con in October.
Oh, really?
Telling me
Yeah.
he owes me money for biting my name.
AKA Firefly.
How dare he lives off my money?
Man. What's up, Kenyatta? What's up, Tim? What's up, Darkness? How are you, Tim? Tim, you the same color as me, nigga. You just be taking pictures in the sunlight. I know what you look like. Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Taking pictures in the sunlight.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. We're the same time. That's what I love about black people. They quick to, if they black, they be like, you a black motherfucker. I be like, look at yourself. Kenyatta, what is up, my brother? How are you? Brother Tim, always good to see you. Yeah, so Mika, what you been up to? It's been a while.
I have been doing my Twitch show, which have been going really, really well.
Right.
Shout out to Tim and you as my favorite mod, of course. And like all the other people that came by to support, you know, like it's doing really, really well, and I'm happy to, you know, announce that I am back in school for journalism.
Awesome.
That is great. Journalism.
That is great.
The New School and Rolling Stone magazine has put together a course for journalism that I've enrolled in. So I should have my certification in about 6 to 7 months.
That is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful.
Thank you. And also, yeah, like I yesterday. Now let's get down to the nigga shit. Now, yesterday,
you know that's my favorite part, right? Because I was born and raised in the garbage can.
Yesterday, I went to a rap battle event called Chrome 23. Chrome 23 is a women's rap battle, and it's ran by Remy Ma. So I heard the first time that they had it, which was last month or like 2 months ago, it was fantastic. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but it was my first time going yesterday.
Where was this at, in New York?
This was at SOB's in New York. Yep.
Okay.
So, the DJ, I don't know where they found the DJ from, but they had the artists go on stage and they perform. There was one girl, I didn't post the pictures of those, but I will send them to y'all. There was some girl who was rapping, and they had some chick who did all these stripper moves on the stage, and mad people was throwing dollars at her. That's
Don't
number
nobody do it
one.
like us, man. I tell you. Don't
That's
nobody
number
do it
one.
like us.
And then number two, whoever was on that stage, her little cheering squad just ran up to the press pit and started yelling like, and I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Move! Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, you don't belong here. This is the press pit. Get the fuck out. So they had to move. That was just like the tip of the iceberg. Then later they had the battle. The audio was so fucked up. The audio kept going in and out. Remy was supposed to come later on to the event.
Remy Ma, right?
Yeah, Remy Ma was supposed to, arrive later on, but she heard the audio and she was pissed. She came by like, I think 8 o'clock. And she got on the audio's ass. It's like, yo, it's like, you got a certain amount of time to fix this shit. Go ahead and fucking fix it. So, like the DJ was playing and whatnot. They still have not got it together to the point where Remy Ma had to cut the event short. She was pissed. She was super pissed. And I really felt bad for her because I know she wanted a good event to happen, but this is what happens when you hire amateurs for sound guys.
Man. And it's been a while since Remy Ma has done something, like
like
done an open venue like that. I mean, like this is just like that's a horrible comeback to have, to have to deal with. Like,
like she was on Love and Hip Hop and everything, so she's doing pretty good on that.
Yeah, but essentially her craft is like being into rap battles and rapping and shit like that. But that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But that's the reason why, like, even when you do your shows, I'll be like, yeah, we need to do a sound check just to make sure everything is right. Even because equipment, technology, it's not guaranteed. Sometimes junk is act up.
Yeah, like
or you just have to make sure the people you got in charge. You got to make sure the people you got in charge doing your sound check know what the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? Doing your music or your sound, know what the hell they doing. Because if not, that's what happened. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It was crazy. I really felt bad for Remy, and she had to apologize to the sponsors and the rest of the people who was about to battle rap. They didn't even get to go on because the live stream had to end. And one of the people at Chrome 23 got mad because people were, doing Facebook lives and Instagram lives and shit like that. Like, damn, like they could have got, a better audience than the fucking live stream.
True.
But it's whatever. It is whatever. But, I don't know if I would. They have another one going on tonight in Queens.
You should go to it. You should go to it. See how fucked up it is.
No, I guarantee you it will be better than yesterday.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you. And this one is men versus women.
Oh, jeez.
It's a black crowd too?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's going to turn out well.
Man, you already know where that's going, bro. All black in the club, the outcome ain't good. Oh, man. So, Mika, glad you're back on the show, but why you be coming on this show with that thing?
What thing?
That thing.
What thing? I have no thing.
Before we, I'm just trying to be honest about the shit, but before we jumped on here, we saw like that thing flying in.
I have on shorts. I know what you're trying to do, but it's not gonna happen. I have on shorts. Ain't nobody gonna see no thing.
Yeah. So Kenny, what you been up to, bro?
Oh man, I got off my ankle brace, so I've been kind of chilling, recovering, relaxing. I had the past few days off. Today's the last day of that vacation, so winding down.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, like I was telling you, Kenny, like I know you want to go to practice and stuff like that, You want to roll around on the mat. But trust me when I tell you, you starting to get up there in them ages, and a lot of stuff don't heal like it used to. Because that's how I messed up my knee and ankle going back to jiu-jitsu on the mat when I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, my ankle's it's still tender. Like if I'm tweaking a certain way, I start feeling all kinds of shit. So I gotta wait for a little bit. It ain't feeling 100%.
You'll do permanent damage, bro. You'll do permanent damage and cartilage and them joints. Nope. That's why I started taking up, like a little like. Don't get me wrong, my heart is always going to be in jiu-jitsu, but I had to take up different stuff. Like I do like a little boxing now and stuff like that. Just to stay limber and stuff because it's not as hard on the joints as jiu-jitsu is. And sometimes some people you rolling with, they complete assholes. Of
course.
Complete assholes. They'll get on, they'll know that you kind of fucked up and you just come and they'll slam all it. They'll just keep slamming their weight down or slam it, going for that fucking fucked up limb or appendage shit like that.
Sounds like a party to me. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, but when like afterwards, like, and I know what you're saying, there are transitions and positions you could take, when you doing certain technique and shit like that, but it's still no match is perfect. No match is perfect. You know what I mean?
Listen, like Danae can sit here and talk about he take jujitsu and all that stuff, but we all still know he's still going to be catfighting.
All right, why don't you come fight me?
Huh?
Why don't you come fight me with them with the starlight pants on you got right now?
Starlight pants?
Yeah, them starlight pants. Why don't you come fight me? My nose been broke before anyway, so ain't nothing. I just go that shit right back.
Yeah. Just move it back into place.
Put it back into place. But yeah, man, happy to have everybody back. And again, like I said before, we are going to go into some movie reviews and everything like that. So let me see. First movie we're going to check out. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not checked out the channel, the YouTube channel, you can check it out. Look up Tough Nerd Toys on YouTube and Tough Nerd Toys Gaming. Tough Nerd Toys, I've just uploaded some action figure reviews, maybe a little bit older, but they're still my reviews. And, I give thorough reviews. I don't give garbage reviews. I'm not just going to spin it around and just be like, yeah, and it's figure. No, I go into it. I tell you what I like, what I don't like, so on and so forth. So, yeah, we got Andrew up there from Masterverse Revelations, and we have Slide. Yes, they are a little bit older because of the fact that they were already queued up before, the situation happened over here with my mom and such and everything like that. So, check out the new videos I uploaded there. Also, check out Tough Nerd Toys Gaming, just in case you missed my Twitch live streams of me gaming and failing, getting mad and cursing at people and stuff like that. Because I've been playing Evil Dead lately. Yesterday I played The Quarry. Day before that I played Sniper Elite 5, so on and so forth. And it's like Sniper Elite went from being, I think they updated that game while I was sleeping, because it went from me just like playing around and doing shit to where like they was just running down on me out of nowhere. So yeah, check that out. But we are going to go into a couple of movie reviews for you guys right here. And the first movie I think we're going to check out, and I don't mind doing this review because it's been out for a month or whatever the case may be, is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, I don't know if you saw this, Mika. Did you see this?
I haven't seen it, but I think I got the gist of what happened.
Okay.
So, I don't mind the spoilers.
I saw the spoilery shit. I looked up all spoilery shit. So
yeah, I looked up all the spoilers, stuff like that.
Kenny, did you see? All right. So Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was made in 2022. It was PG-13. In some aspects, I think it should have been a little bit more than PG-13, because one thing I can say about this, and I'm not big on like a lot of the MCU stuff, even though I am a Marvel Comics fan. This was brutal. This was violent. It was violent. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, action-driven fantasy. Doctor Strange teams up with a mysterious teenage girl from his dreams who can travel across multiverses to battle multiple threats, including other universe versions of himself, which threaten to wipe out millions across the multiverse. They seek the help from Wanda and the Scarlet Witch, Wong, and others. Now, the girl that he was traveling around with was American Chavez. I know some stuff of American Chavez, but I haven't really read too much of her adventures or anything. But I do know her bio. It was directed by Sam Raimi, and everybody knows who Sam Raimi is. He brought you the wonderful Evil Dead series, the Evil Dead movie, so on and so forth. Writer Michael Waldron stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I can never pronounce his name, but
God bless.
it was an all-star cast, I must say. From what I watched, and when I saw this film, because I watched it twice, because sometimes like this one, I went the first time to see it, right, and I had gotten a call, and the second time I went to see it, I was really able to really enjoy it or like immerse myself in it, and I must say this film was it was surprisingly good, especially coming from the MCU universe, because I'm not too fond of like a lot of the newer MCU films or shows or anything like that, because they always got some type of, I don't know, it just feels like it's just not genuine, and I'm always one that pretty much will try anything new. So this right here was pretty much a continuation of WandaVision in certain aspects. And yes, I will tell you, this one I'll give spoilers. It's been out over a month. If you haven't seen the shit, then just, you shouldn't be watching the stream right about now. But Wanda was the bad guy in here, and yes, she was a very, very bad guy. I enjoyed the fact that it was pretty much like interdimensional travel through time and space and different realities to get to the center of everything and find out who the hell is doing this. The way it starts off with pretty much like Doctor Strange and America Chavez, doing their things, all sorts of stuff. Pretty typical like Spider-Man 2-esque type of beginning, where as though like, he throws you into the action, so on and so forth, this, that, and the other. Do I feel as though the film was a little bit too long? Yes, in some aspects, but I felt as though it was done very, very well. I see why a lot of people were upset in terms of like first introducing some of these MCU characters or reintroducing some of these MCU characters or Marvel characters and then killing them off. But at the same token, look at this as a multiverse. That was a universe where the shit happened. It also showed everybody the Illuminati. Now, if you know anything about Marvel Comics, the Illuminati was basically the ones, if I give you a small synopsis, they were the ones who started Planet Hulk, because they got tired of the Hulk tearing up shit, fighting and killing and all that other stuff. The Illuminati consists of Reed Richards, Doctor Strange, one of the Inhumans, Namor, and a few others. What's his name? Xavier and a few others. And they pretty much make these like
the Clinton family.
Yeah, they pretty much make like these sound decisions like, look, this is what has to be done, or this is what it's going to be, or this is so on and so forth. So Wanda, essentially, at one point, you see Doctor Strange go to Wanda, was like, Wanda, I need your help, yo. They said, she was like, oh, you need my help? She's like, I'm going to help you, but nah, you know what? I'm going to kill everything. There we go. You know what I'm saying? And she was killing them. Like I was surprised to see that they put this in a what do you call it? In a Marvel film. But then again, I guess with PG-13, and yes, there is blood in it. I guess by it being a PG-13 film, they were able to like stretch the boundaries of things and everything like that.
Yo, you see how you did Professor
X?
X?
It was basically Scarlet
came
Witch
off.
going nuts.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch was the bad guy in this film. I try to tell everybody, and I enjoyed it. I liked her being the bad guy. Now I see where they were going in certain aspects, where as though like they were trying to make this into a thing of how can I say? You already see where this is going with the MC that's coming up and everything like that.
Yeah, it's a bunch of goyles.
But at the same token, I still think it was a good story. I like the fact that they made her a bad guy. It wasn't like she was like supposed to be redeemed or it was a reason why she was doing shit. No, she's lost her fucking mind. And if you remember any of the Marvel comics, Scarlet Witch has done this before.
Yes.
She did it in the Ultimate Universe.
Yes.
She created like a whole different alternate universe. She's not mentally sane. She can't handle a lot of tragedy and stuff like that. Scarlet Witch that's her biggest weakness, if you ask me. She cannot handle tragedy and loss at all. Even in the comic book, she was never good at that. There was a time when her and because at one time her and Wonder Man used to date. Then this is talking back to my era. Her and Wonder Man used to date. Her and Vision broke up before and stuff like that. And she just loses it. She can't handle loss. She can't handle, things not being her way or whatever the case may be.
Is that a West Coast Avengers with War Machine and all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was damn.
Mm-hmm. And yes, this was a violent film. This was a violent film. I was surprised that Marvel did this. What I will say is that if your kids are used to like, how can I say, softer Marvel films or shows or whatever the case may be, because there is some disturbing stuff in here. They got zombie Doctor Strange. There were like some, because you can tell Sam Raimi injected some of his Evil Dead stuff into this.
Right.
There's gore in there, man. There's actual gore.
Yeah. There's gore in this. There's violence. There's
look at the part though when Professor X gets it. Look at his neck.
Yes. Did you see when what's her name? Captain Carter she launched her shield back at her and what it did to her?
Yeah, and then goddamn, what's that fucker who fucking speaks Black Bolt? And then Black Bolt got his mouth just shut up.
Black Bolt got the business done to him. What's his name? My boy Reed.
And these are motherfuckers you wanted to see originally. Like, damn,
I was surprised. I was very surprised. I was a little disappointed because I thought that was going to be Shuma Gorath that they were showing in the what's the names in the previews and stuff. But no, it was just a interdimensional being and stuff like that. Maybe one of its race, that Shuma Gorath is. But honestly, Shuma Gorath, and not getting off topic, he can take any form. That's sometimes the form he just takes to pretty much, I get, just to fuck with people or whatever. I don't know. But yes, it was a very good film. Would I say go see it? Absolutely. How many nerd pins I give it? I give it 4.5 out of 5 nerd pins. And that's saying a lot for a Marvel film, because usually I'm very harsh on Marvel films. Very harsh on them. But everybody did a great job. I mean, like, Kenny, from what you heard of it or saw, like, what did you think?
I actually saw like bits. I thought it was pretty good. I went through all the gory bits and a lot of the fight scenes. That was pretty good.
From what you read about it, Mika, what did you think?
I thought that, well, I kind of like knew, because in the comic books, like, she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
She always losing. Like, I'm telling you, I don't even see how she used to stay on the Avengers. She would sometimes just do wild shit. Like,
and then she was killing everybody over some hypothetical children.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part.
Exactly.
Over some Sims kids.
Exactly. And the thing about it is they don't even really exist. They don't really exist. You know that, don't you? From the comic book standard, comic book standard. And again, I understand MCU is a bit different from the comic, but these stories derive from the original source from the comic.
The part out of the whole thing is, the messed up part of the whole thing is the kids didn't want to be with her any fucking way.
Yeah, because she was a mod. They was like, yo, you're a fucking monster. What the fuck is you?
Like, you did all of that for what?
Yeah.
You should feel ashamed of yourself. I don't feel bad for her.
Yeah, that was it was good. I can't say. I would actually put that in my collection. In my collection. I enjoyed it because I felt like it was it felt like a Doctor Strange comic. It had a little bit of horror. There was blood in it. There was a lot of death in it. You know what I mean? Like, she was literally going through into people's dimensions, just killing motherfuckers. Like, I was like, you wilding, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you killing everybody over your fake children.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I wish you guys.
Yeah, like 4 out of 5 nerd pins seem reasonable.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Yeah. It was actually pretty good. I can't lie. I cannot lie. It was actually pretty good. So moving right along, we are going to review. Let me see. I'll say we will review Top Gun Maverick. Now,
see, I wanted to see this, so I just didn't get time to this one. Yeah,
all right. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here was a pleasant surprise for me. There was no woke nonsense in it. It was just a good action dogfight film, and it paid homage to the classic Top Gun. If you're a fan of Top Gun, before I even give this a Nerd Pins review, I will say go watch this. It is a breath of fresh air. It is a great escape if you need to get away from everyday life and have something to preoccupy your mind for 2 hours and 10 minutes. It is very good. Tom Cruise played a wonderful role in here, and it says right here, Top Gun Maverick, and you can check this out over at IMDb. If I try to go like to the neutral sites to where they just give the information of it instead of their high, whatever case may be. I don't go on IMDb ratings or Rotten Tomato ratings, whatever the case may be, especially when it's by the journalists. I go on the people.
I have a question.
Sure.
Always the people.
Because, I know in Top Gun Maverick it said that Val Kilmer was in it.
Yes, he was.
Like due to like his whole health situation, like how did he fit in the Maverick movie?
He actually, you know what? I'll get to that. Give me 1 second. Let me just give an introduction.
I know we can't talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Top Gun Maverick, which was made in 2022, is a PG-13 film. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes long. It's an action drama. After more than 30 years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators, Pete Mitchell is where he belongs, pushing the envelopes as a courageous test pilot and dodging the advancement in the rank that would ground him. Director Joseph Kosinski, writers Jim Cash, Jack Epps Jr., Peter Craig. Wow, Peter Craig has something to do with this? Characters being no. Tom Cruise stars Tom Cruise, Jennifer Connelly, and Miles Teller. Now, this had I would say everybody in this show, in this film, did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. I will say, I think my favorite character in this film was what's his name? Gosh, not Jay Ellis. Oh gosh. I think it was I know he was the one that was the I think it's Jake Picking. Is that him? Let me see. I know it was the one that was a jerk, right? But he was that dude. Believe me when I tell you. This film right here will literally bring a tear to your eye on how it does a lot of member berries. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Tom Cruise played a wonderful role in here. Jennifer Connelly was kind of like his love interest. Miles Teller was the son of, you know, Bruce. You remember what's his name? The one who got killed in the original in the original Top Gun.
I forget.
Yeah. But that was his son of him, and this was pretty much good. Val Kilmer's role in here was very heartwarming. They made him I'm trying not to kill it for too many people who don't want to, you know, get spoilers or anything like that. But I would definitely go see this film. Val Kilmer was
Goose
pretty much
the one who died.
Who?
Goose
Man. That's right, Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goose Man. Right. Lieutenant Bradley Rooster Bradshaw was Goose's son, and there was a very good dynamic between Tom Cruise and Miles Teller. Miles Teller did not like Tom Cruise or pretty much Captain Pete Maverick or Captain Mitchell for various reasons. And if you watch the film, you will see why. It has great cinematography. The special effects were nil to none because a lot of the fighting that was done was real air combat. Like, you know, they had great looking jets, if you're into dog fights and jets and, you know, fast action and everything like that, this is the film for you. You will feel right at home. This is a great successor to Top Gun. John Hamm played a wonderful role in here as Bull Cyclone Simpson. It was just great. And you know, the Monica Barbaro, who played Lieutenant Phoenix, she was actually really good in this film because of the fact that they didn't make it seem like it wasn't woke. Everybody worked together to make this thing work because they found a hidden missile silo that was being constructed, and they had to put together a team that could take this out. And it wasn't like, oh, no, she had a wingman. Everybody was looking out for each other. You had something. No, Glenn Powell right there. Glenn Powell, that was my dude. He was the hangman. Hangman was the dude that was pretty much showing everybody up, and that, you know, they put him to the sideline, but as you watch the film, you see that he was really needed, and what he was saying was true. He was pompous and arrogant, but he knew his shit. You know what I mean? I will say this was great from beginning till end. It made it seem to me, I felt as though Tom Cruise learned a lot. Tom Cruise, who was Captain Mitchell, was pretty much being told to grow up. And by doing so, he was in charge of a new group of Top Gun pilots. And with that, you will see that there's one part in there if you remember in Top Gun when they were playing football on the beach, the original Top Gun, they redid that scene, and I was like, oh, really? Wow! I said, this was awesome. Kenny, you will love these dog fights in here. You will love
Yeah, yeah.
dogfight.
Looking forward to seeing it.
The jet that like you can tell there was some CGI, but the majority of it was real jets. Because before the film first comes on, he tells you like,
Yeah.
look, we will use real jets, we had real pilots, so on and so forth. And Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise, he'll do a lot of his stunts. He does a lot of his stunts and stuff like that. It was just heartwarming. But the Val Kilmer scene was very heartwarming because he is now an admiral, and you come to find out he's pulling the strings. And the meeting that happens between Captain Mitchell and Admiral Kazansky, it's just heartwarming, man. And yes, you can tell they really took into consideration his illnesses, how sick he is, and everything like that. But they didn't just have him in some old just flopping around in the bed. He was still doing his thing. And the hug that was given between Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer, it seemed genuine. It really seemed genuine. It's a great film. I can't say anything more but to check it out if you're a Top Gun fan. As myself, I love Top Gun. I've always been a Top Gun fan. I love military films. I love high action films. I love dogfights and so on and so forth. I love jets. I would definitely say check this out. It's definitely a must watch. I would give it, because of it not being woke, telling a nice decent story. Now I do feel as though it's a little bit too long. But I didn't feel as though it was boring too long, because it did keep my attention completely.
It wasn't drawn out.
Not at
What was
all.
it, like a 3-hour flick or something?
No, it was about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad, actually.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
bad
too
at
bad.
all.
It's not too bad. It's actually, it gets to the point. And it gives you what you want. It was a great escape for me. So I would give Top Gun Maverick I would give that 4.5 out of 4.5 out of 5 nerd pins. 4.5 being the fact that it was a little bit too long. But as far as storyline, as far as cohesiveness, as far as continuity, it was good. You do not feel foreign from watching. And as a matter of fact, you will want to go back and watch Top Gun and see whoever did this film. Well, the writers who did this film definitely knew their stuff about Top Gun. And I'm talking about down to like little trinkets. You'll see little Easter eggs, especially when you go by the lockers and the pictures and stuff like that. It's this person was a Top Gun fan, or he or she loved Top Gun. They were into it. And you can tell the people that were in this film enjoyed being in Top Gun and were Top Gun fans. I will say Miles Teller did a great job as Goose's son. And when you watch the film, you will see why. Bashir was great too. He did a great job as pretty much, how can I say, Tom Cruise's homie. You know what I mean? He would like get him out of trouble, and because Tom Cruise is pretty much like the Peter Pan running around the naval base and everything like that, like just taking planes, flying them, and all that other stuff, breaking sound barriers and all that other stuff. And Bashir was like, "Look, man, you gotta chill. They coming." Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was good. It was very good. I would, if I had the time, I would. When this comes out on DVD or digital download, I'm getting it. This is definitely going in my collection because this is a great homage to the original Top Gun film, and that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say right there. So, Mika, if you were able to see Top Gun, hey, Killer K, how are you, sweetie? If you were able to see Top Gun, what would you do?
If I was able to see it?
Yeah, because you got to see it, man. You got to check
out.
Yeah,
I know I need to see it because that was kind of like in my list of movies to see, but I never got the chance to.
Right.
So, but I will definitely, like, I really don't care for the spoilers. I pretty much will find out, like, what's it all about anyways, but I just want to see the movie itself, But I'm glad, they took into consideration Val Kilmer's, illness, and they worked it into the movie.
Yeah, because you know what? I watched that. I didn't even know he was that bad off until I saw, what was it, the documentary?
Wow, the documentary.
What was it, last year? And I was like, what the fuck happened? And then I saw that. I was like, oh my God, this is heartbreaking. Like, Val Kilmer he looks terrible. You know what I'm saying? He looks terrible. Like I didn't know he was that sick. Because think about it, he did a few movies in like I'll say around about like 2010, 2009.
Yeah.
Remember Kenny? Because he was doing some
Yeah,
horror
yeah.
movies and stuff like that.
He actually did a bootleg a Wyatt Earp flick.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was just like, what can when I watched the documentary, it just did something to me. I was like, oh shit. Like
that was kind of heartbreaking itself.
yeah,
Watch.
it was
Yeah, it
shocking.
was.
I wasn't expecting that. I was like, because they, I saw, I think it was on Amazon Prime.
It was
If
on
I'm not
Amazon,
mistaken. Yeah, it was on Amazon Prime, and I was watching. Sometimes shit fly by. I was like, oh, Val Kilmer, let me see what's up. I saw him because they flashed a little part where he was like, hey, and I was like, the fuck. So I started
he was
watching.
speaking out of a voice box.
Yeah, and I saw that who was it? I saw that towards the end of that documentary, his son had to do all the filming and did a lot of talking for him because he's really like bad off.
His voice is
you know
really
what I'm saying?
gone,
And like even he says, I know I'm not going to be here too much longer. I was like, damn. And it just, it was just rough, man. That shit was crazy. It's bad, man. It's bad. But I didn't know he was that sick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he was that sick. I thought maybe he had just, but you got a lot of actors and actresses from the 80s and 90s. They just be chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm still here. I
really
I'm in the real estate, or I'm doing this, or I'm a family man now, or I'm a mother now, or, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Val is really sick. Yeah.
And the thing about it is he had such wonderful things to show everybody. He was like, oh, and I did this. This is when I did that. This is when I was like, damn, man.
I kind of like the fact that, what he's going through really hasn't slowed him down in anything.
Right. But it did.
Found a way to
but it did.
It kind of did, but he still found a way to keep himself busy.
Right.
At the same time. So, like I admire him for that. But like you say, he knows he's not gonna be here any longer, and that's the part that like breaks me.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Yeah. Yep. Death comes for us all, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about Mika's favorite show, Chippendale. Did you see that, Katie?
No, but I did see all the clips of the
No, you need to watch that movie.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Chippendale was a treat. It was a treat. It was a treat. I will admit, because at first I was like, man, it's gonna be, because again, I'm so used to this woke content that I've been flooded with within the past, like I would say 3 years, that I was like, oh boy, here we go. They're gonna ruin another bit of my childhood or whatever the case may be. And this right here to me was just a tour de force. They literally took, to me, in my opinion, they took the Gumball approach with it, and it worked. Because if you've ever watched Gumball,
yeah, you're right. Actually, thinking about the clips I've seen look like Gumball.
Yeah, they took the Gumball approach with this, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because they did mention him and they showed him. You know what I'm saying? And it really, really worked.
The part that got me was I think they was at the club and they had Paul Abdul and MC Sketch.
Yeah.
I was over.
Yeah, they were talking about how like they lived in the 80s. It was like it was 87. We were at the top of the game and stuff like that. This was very, very good. I feel this is good for adults and children.
Yes.
For adults who were big fans of the Disney Power Hour or like the Disney Afternoon, you will love this. It was great. There are a lot of nods, not only to Disney stuff, but you see South Park in there. You just got to look at the background. You see like He-Man, all sorts of stuff. There are Easter eggs galore in this film. This film was well done. I'm surprised that Disney is basically going back to a nice, simple of just telling the storyline instead of virtue signaling to people. And I think Chippendale was great. Was great. Now, a lot of people will be turned off by the fact that they see Dale as pretty much like in a 3D format and they see Chip in a cartoon format. But once you watch it, you see the world that they're living in and the reason why Dale looks the way he does and the reason why Chip looks the way he does. Mika, Your opinions on the film. Wait, hold on. Let me give an introduction. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. It was made in 2022 as PG. It is 1 hour and 37 minutes long. It is animation adventure comedy. It says 30 years after their popular television show ended, chipmunks Chip and Dale live very different lives. When a cast member from the original series mysteriously disappears, the pair must reunite to save their friend. Director Akiva Schaffer, writers Dan Greger, Doug Mann, stars Adam Sandberg, John Mulaney,
Mulaney.
Kiki Lane. Seth Rogen was in this too.
Yes.
Andy Sandberg. It was an all-star cast in here doing the voices and stuff like that.
That's a pretty good cast.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons as Captain Putty. This was great. This was good. And you can look right here and see like everybody that was involved in the film and stuff like that.
I kind of felt like the Captain Putty was a homage to Gumby.
Yes, it was. Yes.
They had everybody up in, I mean everybody. I was tickled pink over this movie. And I like the storyline. I like the mystery. They had Peter Pan looking like he sell Marlboros out the back of a fucking truck.
Yeah, Peter Pan, Peter Pan was a bull.
Peter Pan looking grody.
Peter Pan was on some bull. Hey, Kenny, they even went back to, you remember that Avengers cartoon that used to come on Fox back in like the 90s?
I do. Yeah. Well, around the time as the Iron Man and the fucking Fantastic Four cartoon.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. They even showed they showed her in there. Tigra, remember Tigra from that?
Yes.
Yeah, she was in there. They literally went back with people and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, as you can see, that's Blaster over there.
Those are old callbacks, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. This film was filled with Easter eggs that I absolutely loved. And I thought I didn't think I was gonna like it. But like I always say, I give everything a chance before I just give it an opinion or just write it off as, I don't want to see it, whatever the case may be. You pretty much, it tells a story of like, sometimes how best friends literally grow apart or one goes a different direction, so on and so forth. And what I like is that throughout the film, the one you would think that would be the one that would be, how can I say? And again, I don't want to spoil it for some of you guys who've seen it, but you should have seen it by now. It's been out for about a month or whatever case may be.
It's on Disney Plus, right?
Huh?
Disney Plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You on my account,
easy to
bro.
access. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you go watch it. It's up there. It pretty much just it was just a good. I can honestly say this. It has been 2 weeks of good movies and shows. Only one show literally kind of like got me like meh. But this was good. This was very good. I
absolutely look at that.
Yeah, that was Paul Abdul. What's the name? Yep.
MC Scat Cat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you should have broken down the opposite.
It was a great, and I mean great show, great film. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I absolutely
loved it. I loved it.
Give us your take. Give us some more take on it, Mika. Why you like it?
I like the storyline that they had. They was taking all the cartoon characters and turn them into bootlegs.
Yeah. They was kidnapping the originals and making them turn them into bootlegs and stuff like that. And Chip and Dale reluctantly got involved into the caper and shit like that.
Yeah. Like I found this. I like the storyline. I like how they brought all the characters in. I have nothing bad to say about this movie at all. They did really good with the plot.
Yeah,
they did really good with the plot. I don't know
who
thought of that story, but that was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will say this much. See, there's Tigra from the Avengers. Remember the
Oh, I remember that cartoon specifically now. Yeah.
Where Wonder Man
was in it. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Yo, Kenny, you gotta watch it. I know it seems a little bit kiddie, but it's not. It's a lot of little adult jokes in there too that you be like, oh man, or like jokes that pretty much will fly over kids' head, but you'll get them. Especially
you said it went gumball style, right?
Exactly. And that's why, because I'm a big fan of Gumball. I don't care what nobody's. Gumball is funny as hell. Gumball is funny as hell. The mother's a psychopath. If you ever watched it.
Yeah, Gumball.
Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Somebody just sent me a message and said the messages aren't scrolling. Hold on 1 second. What is he talking about? They are scrolling, David Aaron. They even had a Roger Rabbit callback when Peter Pan had some dip. They are scrolling, David.
Oh.
Yes, you should watch this, Barbie. Yes, you should. We got some comments over here. Let's take a break for our commenters over here and our wonderful audience. Yes, Barbie, you should watch Chip and Dale and you should watch Top Gun.
You'll
These
love it.
pretty much this was a good
Barbie, you'll love it.
Yeah. This was a good week of films and shows. I will say that. This has been a good week of film and shows. You got a Snoopy ear. Dude, you got a Snoopy ear? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because there was one part on Chip and Dale where, like, all right, I'll tell you this much. Dale ended up being 3D, put in like what they call a facelift or body augmentation, where we would call as plastic surgery. Mm-hmm. You go through 3D augmentation. And when you go through 3D augmentation, you turn out like how Dale looked. Chip didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Chip didn't do it. He stayed regular, like in 2D format. Dale did. So that's why you see that actually that bear you saw that was up there dancing and stuff, that was Baloo. That was Baloo. The Chip, Dale was the one, and they kept making fun of you saw the little ways they kept knocking Alvin and the Chipmunks and shit like that, right? They kept talking shit about it. It was like, yeah, they use the Alvin and Chipmunk methods. They just speed up everything. I was like, oh man, they're kicking it back in. Yeah, but it was a good show. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, I would say, what would you give it, Mika? 5 out of 5. Kenny, you haven't seen it yet.
No, not yet.
But you gotta watch it. Me myself, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. A 5 out of 5, because I did like the last boss they had to fight, or the last villain they had to fight. It was great. It was great. It was great. I will say Chip and Dale was Rescue Rangers 2022 was a great treat, along with a few other films that I've mentioned previously. None of these films that I've mentioned on this show today you can go bad with, because they're very good. They're very good. You know I'm honest with stuff. The minute I start seeing some woke nonsense, you trying to send a message to me that I ain't really in the mood to listen to, or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna tell you. Killer K says, I'm almost finished watching John Q. So when I finish watching them, I'm gonna watch Chip and Dale. John Q, that old film.
Damn, the Denzel. That's a classic.
You get on timeout for that. Hold on.
That's a classic, boy.
Exactly.
How can I ban you? I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you, Killer K. You hang around too many old people, Killer K. That's why you be watching all that old shit. Hey, it's the favorite redhead, longtime supporter and friend, Jeffrey Cummings. So, yeah. Man. So, all right. So, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to review. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it, because I'm gonna me and Kenny gotta chop this up. We are gonna review the new season of The Boys.
Oh boy. Ironically enough.
Let me see. The Boys. What is this? Season 3, right?
Yep, season 3.
Yeah, this is season 3. I don't.
Hard to describe it.
You know, hold on. Let me get this pulled up for you guys. Because Kenny, I'm gonna let you give your opinion of it. Okay. I already know, and I'm gonna feed off of you because I've been doing a lot of talking. But I want to see if you noticed what I noticed in this.
Oh, it's extreme virtue signaling, almost
absolutely.
From the jump. Like,
absolutely,
you get it, man.
Absolutely.
It's like they switched a lot of shit from the comic that was unnecessary to change.
Exactly. How can I
before anything, I think one of the most egregious things, I'll spoil it, is fucking what's his name? Black Noir. They just totally gimped this character. No, he's not. He's a damn clone.
And lame can you be? Black Noir is a black man. He's not black. The real, and again, I'm not looking for a direct from comic book to screen adaptation, but
that fucks up his core character, doesn't
exactly.
it? His essential being is done now. Now you got to make up a whole new story for him. It's like, you may as well just make a whole new guy at that point.
She said John Q. I can't get over that shit.
Denzel.
She said John Q. Like she never saw that shit before.
Let that man get his kid.
Yeah, right. The boys.
I wonder what happens at the end.
Yeah, right.
That old movie.
And it says the boys over here. It says TV series 2019, TVMA. I think we're on season 3, correct?
It is. It's the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A group of vigilantes set out to take down corrupt superheroes who abuse their superpowers. Creator Eric Kripke stars Carl Urban, Jack Quaid, Anthony Starr, and a host of other characters and actors and actresses. Now, coming off the heels of season 1 and season 2, that I actually enjoyed. Season 1, most of all, I really enjoyed. Season 2 was good too, but I saw where it was starting to go. Now, season 3, I feel as though they've gone full throttle with the woke agenda and the nonsense that nobody 100%. Really wants to see. And the thing about it is sometimes you can't, with the boys, sometimes you can't tell if they're joking or if they're serious. But I really think this time around, they were serious with it. Kenny, take it away. Tell them what you got so far from the episodes that you've seen. What are you taking from this?
Well, it was almost like they took every other parody you saw of your right winger guy and they just placed it on Homelander as his new base now. They even had he's taking his little talking points and he's I'm going against the grain and you're being controlled, and the typical what media says is fucking right winger, and that's just him now. Now he's just a super powered Trump guy apparently.
Yeah, and
pretty much
like
just give him a MAGA hat. Yeah.
Yeah, then they did some junk with a bunch of guns and all this other stuff.
Yeah, the gun things. You're right. Yeah.
I was like, why are you putting this in there? Like nobody wants to see this in a what's the name? Like, and again, the character that they were doing, the character that they were pretty much, how can I say, mimicking in this show. Yeah, he is like that, but he's not like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like they were trying to make it seem like he's just like this, want to give everybody guns and all that other stuff. If you read the comic, he's not really like that.
Notice talking points too. Now they're almost putting a slant on freedom as being a wrong kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see this in every other kind of media form going now, where individual freedoms and liberty is just looked at as a bad thing. Right. So they push that to an extreme level on his character. Now he's hateful and blah blah whoop-de-woo. Great, he's a bigot now, apparently.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But I will say, I feel as though like this is a good show that's literally due to inserting political and social agendas. It is going to start going downhill because you didn't really hear too many people talk about how good of a season it is. Now, yes, it started off with a lot of gore and so on and so forth, which is what I would expect from any boys show, because if you read the books,
hold on. Are you expecting your strong woman moment from Starlight? And
of course.
You know that's coming.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, but when they did that to Black Noir, I was done because I was like, come on, man. You literally just ruined the whole premise or the whole connection between Black Noir and Homelander. And for those, at this point, I don't even care because like they done changed it up from the comic book. And I'm not looking for a directed comic book to screen adaptation. But what they're doing is literally doing this for diversity's sake, which I hate when they do this. You've literally just destroyed Homelander's like any type of like connection between Homelander and Black Noir at all. It's just done because
so he's basically just a new guy now, right? I mean, character-wise, he's not the same character. He's just wearing the same clothes,
right? Black Noir in the comic is essentially Homelander, the first version. And he was put there to watch Homelander because believe me when I tell you, if Black Noir really wants to, he could kill Homelander. But from the way that they're doing it here, I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's going places it doesn't need to go. It's virtue signaling, and especially right about now, nobody wants to be virtue signaled and all that other crazy nonsense with everything that's going on in the world and this, that, and the other. I just feel as though if you're going to do a show, give them the escapism that people want. Give them a good superhero show or an adult-themed superhero show. I'm very disappointed in the boys thus far. I'm going to watch the recent episode. I've watched it. I think the last time I watched it, I was on episode 4. Is part 5 out yet or no?
No, 4 is the last one.
Okay, so yeah, I'm caught up. All right, so I'm caught up. Yeah, I don't know. Mika, have you watched the boys?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Kenny, any other input you want to give on it?
Well, it's getting to the point where if you notice, like a lot of the lead authority characters are either men who are evil or girls who are good but being pressured into evil, like the FBI broad or whatever. She's really a good person at heart, but she's bad because so and so's making her. You see what they're doing? It's
Yeah.
like, stop it. I can only hold my suspension of disbelief for so long before we realize I can throw a woman through a window and none of this would really happen. Just stop it.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous now.
I don't know.
Well,
Missed opportunity. I hope I don't know, because sometimes the boys like to make fun of both sides, which in turn I've always found that to be awesome.
Yeah, but now it feels like a Netflix series. Like, geez,
exactly. It just
feels
not
Amazon
like,
no more.
It just feels as though it's like, and this is nobody wants that anymore. Especially after being treated with such wonderful shows and movies I've watched the last 2 weeks, I'm not in the mood for this anymore. I'm really not.
I'll tell you what, man. This is unrelated, but this is what originally turned me off to Love, Death, and Robots. That first episode is what they open with, and that type of shit turns me off of watching anything really now. And now this whole series of The Boys is just soaked in it. It's like, damn, man, relax, peace.
Yeah. It looks like it's going towards the route of being politicized and stuff, and nobody needs that right now. Nobody needs or wants that right now. Now I will say, so I don't know. New season of The Boys thus far, I'll have to give that 2.5 nerd pins out in
Jeez. That's bad. That bad?
Because you got to watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just
you know what's puzzling me is they're taking a lot supposedly from a comic book, I think, arc that's centered around like a big corrupt orgy, and instead of getting that, we get this type of, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
exactly.
It's not the story that you're taking bits and it's like they took bits and pieces of what they want to use from that arc and just malformed it into this narrative they're doing now. It's like that's
and
not
then like
even
it seems like it's really going like to a real weird place. Because remember the guy that could shrink and everything like that? He was going in and out of guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Touching his prostate and stuff like that. You know, I'm like, okay, I do like weird shit like that, but like this is, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He gave him the Thanos. That's what he
wanted. Like, right after that, you send in like a virtue signal message and shit. So like,
yeah,
it's okay to do gross perversions like that, but then you don't. Okay, all right, get your priorities straight, buddy. Whoever's writing this or whatever, I'll be looking at it, whatever. And everything always led to something going in the butt or something like that. It seems like with me, like that I'm noticing. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's just really weird. Really weird. Kenny, what would you give the season so far?
If we're comparing it to the other two, I give it a 3, just based on special effects are okay looking.
Right.
Past that, the story it's taking weird turns, and
it's just,
I get it. They want to deviate from the comic book, but you can't turn all the way around from it before it becomes something else. Like, damn, why don't you always write something else instead then?
And I get The Boys is all about shock factor. I get that, but the part where like what's her name? The one that was in the 180 fucked up. The female what's the name? Stormfront.
Oh, the Nazi chick.
Did you see when she when Homelander was stressing and she was laying in the room on the gun?
She was giving him head.
She was missing her arm, and then like, you know, her eye all burnt up. She all burnt up,
and he was thrusting into it,
jerk him off and shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? I said, okay, and then
he was pushing into her disabled hand.
Unnecessary. I felt as though, don't get me wrong, I love adult shit like that. I love adult themed shows, but it just didn't go anywhere. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It was just weird because I was like, okay, so why did you make a woman that's half dead, that's all burnt the hell up, and jerk you off? Like, I don't get it. And I understand Homelander is totally detached and psychotic, but I was like, yeah, it's getting a little bit too.
Well, to be fair, she didn't jerk him off as much as he just thrust it into her open hand. He really did thrust into her hand. I was like, wow, he's humping her hand straight up.
Hey, Dave Brown, how are you, brother? It's great to see you. Killer K says, shut up. I hope y'all pinky toe fall off, and you spelled it wrong. P-I-N-K. I hope y'all pinky toe fall off and leave you unbalanced.
Okay, if my pinky toe falls off, I call John Q when it happens.
For real, we
Oh,
gonna
no,
call
better
John
check
Q.
my blood sugar.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Make sure I don't join your homeboy over there.
How are you?
My limbs
babe?
coming off.
But yeah, so I don't know. That, like I said, Kenny gave his opinion on it. I gave my opinion on it. I don't know. I don't know.
I know, like y'all was expecting more.
No, we were expecting a better story.
We
were expecting a better story. That's what we were expecting, and not all that virtue signaling. I don't like to be told like who's bad politically and who's good politically. Just give me a good movie.
Did you like the twist though of hey, he's black noir because he's black?
Yeah, he's black noir because he's a black man. You get it? You know, he's black noir because he's a black man.
And you know they're gonna build sympathy points for him because before he got his face all mangled, he was speaking of power and truth and all that shit. Going, hey, I'm gonna bring it to the people and whoop-de-woo.
Exactly.
That's they're gonna give him a redeeming moment.
We found out the chicken hero is really Danae Shigeki, the black man. Black noir. Guess what? It's a black man. Corny as fuck. Corny. It's good to see you, Dave Brown. I hope everything's going good. But yeah, okay, moving right along. I don't know. You know what? I kind of saw it in season 2. They were getting a little woke or whatever the case may be. But I was like, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe not. But then again, yeah,
it happened.
Yeah, it happens. Next up, I watched the newest season of Stranger Things. Did anybody watch that?
I have not seen it just yet. I haven't seen it just yet.
Y'all got to tighten up, man. I'm doing all the fucking watching, man. Yeah, y'all got to tighten up, homie. So I just saw the new season of Stranger Things, right? And I will say that it was, how can I say? I don't know. This season, to me, is the best one minus the first. Because season 2, I did not like. Season 3, I felt as though it was just a filler. This one right here is actually very, very good. This season, I enjoyed it. And it's done in 2 volumes. Volume 1, they've already shown. Volume 2 is coming in July. And I will be watching it. Season 4 of Stranger Things is actually really, really good. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, check out this season. You can skip past season 2 and 3. I honestly feel it's well, you know what?
Season 4 already? Damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, kids must be old as hell by now.
Well, you can tell they grown now, like they're older now and shit like that. But they still look like kids, and they're still like, wasn't no virtue signaling in here, wasn't no fucking woke moments or anything like that. You already know who know who the characters are and everything like that. 11 is in here. Everybody's older. David Arberg played a great job because if you watch the last season, you see that he had gotten captured by the Russians and all hell has broken loose. Literally, you come to find out what is in the Upside Down. You find out this season was very well written, very well done. It was good storytelling from beginning till end. I was literally glued to the TV watching this. I wanted to see every episode that came afterwards. Unlike season 2 and 3, I was like, You know what I mean? This was good. This was very good. Whereas though, like season 3, to me, I felt as though it took them to at least get to towards the last 2 episodes of the season in season 3 for something to pop off. But this is a good continuation of season 3. This is very good, very well written, very gory, very violent too. Very gory and very, very violent. Very gory and very violent. They show teenagers getting whacked up, cracked up, eaten, swallowed, twisted, contorted, everything. Stranger Things season 4. TV series did it begin in 2016?
Damn, that's a long time ago now. Shit, really?
2017, 2018, 2019. Yeah.
Wow.
TV 14, but I think this should be at least because this, I mean, like the scenes they were showing in this one, it was gory. It had a lot of gore and violence in it. You know what I mean? And it says when a young boy disappears, his mother, a police chief, and his friends must confront terrifying supernatural forces in order to get him back. Creators Matt Duffer, Ross Duffer, stars Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhard, Winona Ryder, and David Arbor. Finn Wolfhard, Winona Ryder, Caleb McLaughlin, Charlie Heaton. It was an all-star cast, and it was very, very good. This season was very good. They really ramped up the action. They ramped up the story. They the gore is through the roof. I can't mention the gore because, they are showing. I guess because these kids are now adults or young adults, they are showing them and get eaten and attacked and assaulted. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no weird sexual stuff in it or anything like that. It was like a good teen horror film. Like the slashers used to watch in the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. Good. That's what it felt like. You literally goes and there's one part of the show where 11 is captured and the other hero and this is what I like when they don't just center it around just one person. Everybody plays a major or iconic role, even down to the friends within this series now. Everybody. David Harbour as Jim, who played Jim Hopper. He is now like a complete badass in here. They've kidnapped him. They've taken him to some outback Russian prison, and he is just wilding. You gotta watch it. It is a very good show. It is very good. All-star cast as usual. Millie Bobby Brown got a little bit weird looking to me, but I guess she's growing into features. She just looks, I don't know. She just looks weird now that she's older. You know what I'm saying? Because before you already looked at Millie Bobby Brown as an androgynous character or androgynous girl. You know what I'm saying? Whereas now she just, I don't know, she just growing into her features a little bit weird. I'm not saying
she looks like Max Shrek from Nosferatu.
Yeah. I'm not saying she's ugly. She's not ugly or anything like that. She just looks
weird.
Yeah.
Just weird features.
Yeah, very weird features and stuff like that. But you won't feel as though do you need to see the other seasons? Part 2 you could skip if you ask me. Part 3, just watch the last 3 episodes and catch up, so you'll see where David Arbor or how Jim Hopper ended up where he's at and everything like that. And you can take it from there. It is very good. Adult thing. I think it's a little bit scary. If your kids aren't used to watching scary films and stuff like this, I don't know. It's on the level of Doctor Strange, a little bit harsher though. So I would say you guys just watch, watch if your kids can take it or not. You know what I mean? But as a whole, I would give this. Neither one of you two saw this, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I just didn't see.
The last one I saw was season 2. I didn't even watch 3.
And season two left us sour. It just felt as though season 2 was unnecessary. I just felt as though it was a filler. I felt as though it went nowhere. Whereas though season 3, all the way towards till the end, the last 2 or 3 episodes is when things started popping off and you wanted to watch it. So if you can start, you can skip. If you have not watched Stranger Things, watch the first season and watch the last 3 episodes of season 3, and then watch season 4 completely through. It answers a lot of questions. It gives a lot of backstory. You start understanding who's who, what's what. And I'm not going to kill it for you who the main villain is. You'll be surprised, and you'll be surprised how things took their turn of event. In a way, I'll just tell you this much: 11 is a problem. 11 is the cause of a lot of things. That's all I'll tell you. Now, I will say this: out of nerd pins, I will give this a 5 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah, this one is a 5 out of 5.
I definitely got to watch it now.
It's a 5 out of 5. I didn't feel as though I wasted my time watching this. I felt as though I actually wanted more when it was over. I'm anticipating volume 2. I'm totally anticipating volume 2. So it's a good film. Very good film. Very good show, rather. And again, if you're a Stranger Things fan, I'd say check it out. Definitely check it out. So, moving right along, because I know you have a show at 7 o'clock, right, Mika?
Yes.
All right. I think we got one. I think we got room for one more, and the rest I will leave for later. I will leave for our show later on this week. You guys want to do a show later this week?
Sounds good to me. I'm available.
All right, cool. I want to talk about. Wait, we got a comment here. She says, "Yeah, I wasn't too big on Stranger Things, but I like it. It draw me in."
No, like you really need to watch it.
Stranger Things is good.
Really good.
Stranger Things is good. Stranger Things is very good. I would say you check it out. Like, especially this new season. This new season was good. I didn't have any high hopes for it. I was going to give it like 3 episodes in, but from beginning, shit getting lit. I guess because they're older now, they can really like put them into situations of horror. You know what I mean? So you're starting to see like a lot of how can I say, adult horror elements. Adult elements, adult horror. You know, they're not going all into this sex shit or anything like that. They're not trying to because at one point when Millie Bobby Brown was younger, I felt as though they were trying to over sexualize her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like when she was a little kid, they would put lipstick on her and make her take pictures like with. I just felt that I don't like that shit. You know,
as long as they don't turn into Big Mouth.
Yeah. Oh my God! Remember when you first started watching that shit? I said, Kenny, I don't think that shit.
Yeah, man. Then it just got weird because they just started doing nudity and all kinds of like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I don't like to see kids in adult sexual situations and shit. Now horror, yes, you know what I'm saying? Horror, yes, or whatever the case may be, or do like some sleuthing shit or whatever the case may be. But like, nah, I don't like seeing kids in like sexual shit. It's not necessary. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? Now, next up, we are going to talk about what I don't know. I don't really have an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you why. We're going to talk about the new series Kenobi. All right. Now you guys.
No, I have no problem with it. I just got to watch episode 4. And then after that, I'm caught up. But I have no problem with Obi-Wan. I think it's a great show.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't see, and don't get me wrong, you know how harsh I am when it comes to Star Wars. You know how strict I am, or how I pretty much like I critique anything Star Wars because I love Star Wars. You know what I mean? Now the Boba Fett show, I thought it was lackluster. I felt as though it was.
Hold on, before you say anything, there's no bait and switch in this. Like
no, I don't see what everybody.
But I hear the stories all about. There's a little girl that's the main character.
No, it's about Princess Leia. It's about Princess Leia. Now I feel as though like this. I get it. You want to see Luke Skywalker? Give it a minute. You know, I'm the first one to start talking because I know this Star Wars shit. I'm the first one to talk about this ain't right, that ain't right, this, that, and the other. This is literally 10 years after Order 66. Okay? So, with that being said, Darth Vader's brand new, and this is it fills in the gap, if you ask me. It's a viable fill-in, if you ask me. Now, first, let me give an introduction. This is Obi-Wan, which is now on Disney Plus right now. Obi-Wan Kenobi TV miniseries made in 2022. It is a TV 14 action adventure sci-fi. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi watches over young Luke Skywalker and evades the Empire's elite Jedi hunters during his exile on the desert planet Tatooine. Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Vivian Blair is Leia Organa. Moses Ingram is one of the Inquisitor. I think she's a sister. Yeah. Sung Kang as 5th brother. Raya Kilstead as 4th sister. Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader, and this is doing very well. I actually like this show. I get it. If you know anything about Star Wars, there was a point where all the Jedis had to just disband. They weren't around. They couldn't be around because the Inquisitors were coming. The Inquisitors are former Padawans or Jedi children that they pretty much made to hunt down other Jedis. Why? Because Jedis can sense other Jedis. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I can't understand where they're making Obi-Wan seem like he's an idiot and stuff like that. I don't feel as though they're doing that. Obi-Wan has to hide in certain aspects, but at the same token, he's taking Princess Leia around. I feel the little girl does embody Princess Leia completely. Why? Because Princess Leia has always been very aggressive, very headstrong, very hard-headed, which sometimes gets her into trouble. Mm-hmm. It shows her as a little girl being very defiant, so on and so forth. I get it.
So is she just a new baby Yoda now?
No. You know what? I feel as though they're going to do the lone wolf and cub thing with her for a little bit, and then later on, I think they're going to venture off into them going after the Luke Skywalker. Obi-Wan checking on Luke Skywalker and all this other stuff, because Obi-Wan is in contact with Uncle Owen. You understand? Which is Obi-Wan's, uncle that is raising him and shit like that. I don't see why people are feeling as though they're rewriting Star Wars canon and stuff like that. I mean, there has been, then it was like, oh, well, if that's the case, how come when in A New Hope, Darth Vader said, oh, it's been a while. Yeah, 10 years, 15 years is a long fucking time to see somebody or see an old adversary or whatever the case may be. This feels so far, I like the feeling that they're doing. I like the storyline they're doing. I like, what's the girl's name as the Inquisitor? Moses, her right there. Yeah. I think she's a great villain. Don't like her hair too much, but I think she's a great villain.
Why you don't like her hair?
I just don't like it, man. I'm not saying she gotta have a weave on. I like the way they depict Darth Vader. Darth Vader went through the town killing people. He is an evil person, but I love her as an Inquisitor. I think she's great. It's not like they're pulling like she's the most powerful woman in the world or anything like that.
Darth Vader, but don't she look too clean though? Like there's no corruption on her. She don't have nothing.
No, you gotta watch it. She's violent. She's violent.
Yeah, she's
but all them Sith dudes have some kind of outwards, kind of appearance. Like all of them have something going on that makes them look kind of corrupted or evil. She's like a regular
girl. Her behavior, just like it's a couple of Inquisitors.
I mean, she ain't got no craggly skin and no glowing eyes and no scars and no marking.
With the whole storyline, like she's still trying to prove herself.
Man, they about to turn her into the good girl, and she's about to save the day. Watch.
More than likely. But she has done some evil shit in this show now, which is what I like. And a lot of people, I think they're either offended by the fact. See, a lot of people, you got to understand, a lot of people did not like Revenge of the Sith because they say, oh, Darth Vader killed kids. Oh, Darth Vader did this. He was bad. He turned bad. He got corrupted by the dark side of the Force. You understand what I'm saying? They don't like the way that she killed one of the Inquisitors right here because he was actually in Star Wars Rebels. You understand what I'm saying? But in Star Wars, they can always bring you back some kind of way, or like they'll slap some cybernetic shit on you, like Darth Maul got a crab bottom as a body and shit like that now. You know what I'm saying?
That was the best look. They should have left the multi-legs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Best look with the spider legs for sure.
Yeah, I think she is absolutely great as a villain. And this is not being with the woke shit. I don't think she comes off as a
Can I make a prediction? I'm predict she turns into a good guy, and then she's gonna die in some kind of heroic sacrifice.
Of course.
And then Obi-Wan's gonna get inspired, and it's gonna turn out that she's the real inspiration behind whatever the hell he does with his sword.
Exactly.
Watch.
But as a whole, I don't think she's a bad character on there. I don't see any wokeness or anything like that, or whatever the case may be, because my woke radar be up all the time, or like when they just
give it a few episodes. It's Star Wars, it's Disney. We do episodes.
The show is very dark. It's very dark. Like there's been at least like I've tallied up the killings. There's been at least like over 60 killings now on there.
Is it more action than Boba Fett, because that thing was
way better than Boba Fett. Way better than Boba Fett. Boba Fett was a disappointment. How you gonna let the Mandalorian be better than Boba Fett? But then again, who knows? That's possibly what they wanted to do. Is pretty much make the Mandalorian better than Boba Fett, to where people don't want to be really want to. But I'm liking the Obi-Wan series. I'm liking it thus far. I like it. I'm sorry. I've watched it. I've watched some episodes, sometimes 2 and 3 times, just to make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Now this right here was fucked up. This was fucked up. They literally, to keep these kids, because with Force users or like Padawans and Jedis and stuff like that, they leave behind a residue. All right. Whenever they die or whatever the case may be, that's how a lot of them are able to talk to like Force spirits and all that other stuff. They leave behind a residue. What Darth Vader decided to do, he said, all right, you know what we're gonna do? Put them right in the tomb just as they are. so that they force spirit can't be launched or whatever the case may be. So they're like alive but dead. They see everything that's going on. They know everything that's going on. The whole shit. But their force power, like their force energy, can't be detected. It's crazy. But yeah, I think it's great. I think the cinematography is great. The acting is decent. I mean, like, yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi is fallen from grace. He's no longer the high standing or with the Republic. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much like that, took care of him, and pretty much they were the law and everything. He's now like a vigilante running around there and trying to save Leia for right now. Do I think they give Leia sometimes a little bit too much dialogue? You know who that is right there, right? Kenny.
Huh?
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
He's one of the rebels.
Yeah.
But I think it was great. I think it's great. I think the storytelling is great.
I really like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm like Obi-Wan. I mean, like, I don't know what everybody else is saying or thinking or whatever the case may be, but I'm a big Star Wars fan and I watch Star Wars a lot. I've read the books, I collect the figures, I have t-shirts of it, I have posters, I have the movies. I've seen some of the movies well over 13 times. And
hey, question: whatever happened to that crying face Star Wars fan guy? Did he react to this shit with another crying face video?
I don't know. I think he stopped. I think he stopped doing them because people he became a meme and he didn't want to be that anymore. But so far, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm liking Kenobi. I don't know. Maybe as it goes along, if it gets woke, and I don't mind her being a black girl in the show. I don't see again. I don't mind.
But they should have dealt with her hair. Her hair should have been snakes, like Medusa.
Snakes.
Maybe dreads. She should have like snakes on her head. That would have been fucking sick. Hell yeah.
And I think she plays a wonderful villain. I love her as a villain. Absolutely love her as a villain. I don't see why everybody's in an uproar about it. I think she played a wonderful villain. Now, I will say that we'll give it time to see if it gets woke or goes a certain route. I think some people in Star Wars are a little bit impatient. And I think because of the last Boba Fett film or the Boba Fett show, that a lot of people are like, I want to see this, that, and the other. And I didn't see. Give it a minute. Just give it a minute. We'll see where it goes. Trust me, I'm the first one to call it out. If it becomes some old woke shit, I'll just be like, this is garbage, whatever the case may be. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cut the show short because Mika has to spin us some wonderful music. You can come with us over to Twitch real quick at 7:00 and check her out at what was that? Pinkytuscadero on Twitch.
Pinkytuscadero.
Yeah, Pinkytuscadero.
Twitch.tv/Pinkytuscadero. PINXTUSCADERO. Yeah, like I have to get ready. Like anybody who's watching, y'all can follow,
go to the next channel, yeah.
Tough Nerd will give you all the information, but I gotta go, guys. So I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, cool. I am a moderator over there. Ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to Pinkytuscadero. We will be following her over there to watch her spin some wonderful music, ladies and gentlemen. What genre are you playing tonight?
Well, it's Saturday, so it's mostly dance.
Okay, awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So,
hey, we didn't get into it, but before we go, there's an issue with that movie, The Norseman. There is an alarming lack of horn helmets, which is historically accurate to that culture. They need to check themselves. So yeah.
Well, so all right. So Kenny believes that I know a Norwegian, and the Norwegian told me
he's wrong.
He told me that Vikings did not wear horn helmets. That's what he said.
I would refer you to the Minnesota Vikings logo and look at the logo. He's wearing a horn hat.
Crazy.
Anyways,
so, ladies and gentlemen,
I'll see y'all later.
All right, Mika.
Have a great one.
Later, baby. All right. So, Kenny, any closing thoughts or anything like that? I wanted to go over a game segment because, ladies and gentlemen, I've been playing The Quarry here lately, Evil Dead. And I've been, what was that?
Yeah, the characters in The Quarry look hilarious. It looks like you was running through a Tiger Beat magazine cover photo shoot.
No, that kid ended up getting the one you were making fun of. He ended up.
cast of dreamy kids. Which one got hurt? The dreamy kid? The
Yeah, the one he
dreamboat?
was making fun of. He ended up like, and I left him.
Man.
My decision, I had a decision to stay with him or leave him. I left him.
Wait, that wasn't your main guy? I thought that's who you was
Nah,
playing as.
no, I had to walk him around. They had me working with Abby, and
Oh man,
so far I kept everybody alive. I got everybody alive.
But you left the little dreamboat go.
None of my counselors are dead, so I must be doing something right. Because when I used to play Until Dawn, man, I used to get them counselors killed.
Hey, what system is it on, man? That game has hardcore uncanny valley at times, man. Just looking at it. Is that a PlayStation? Yeah.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation and PC. I was
hardcore uncanny valley. It's at times where their faces look almost real, but it's just way weird looking, man.
Yeah, well, no, you know what I did, right? I put a 80s filter on it.
Oh, okay.
Filter on it. I can take it off. It looks even better. I'm telling you. It looks even better.
It looks good. I was just looking at how the animations on the face we had that whole uncanny valley thing going on. Like, yeah, it's not bad for animation. Like how LA Noire had that whole facial thing going too.
Hey, Coop, what's going on, sweetie? It's good to see you. How you been? I haven't seen you in a while, baby. We're not going to stay on here too much longer because I got to head on over and moderate Mika's music channel, and you can check her out. I'm going to leave it in the. Let me see if I can leave it. Let me see if I can leave a link here.
You should be able to right there. I'm thinking about getting some soup or something too. Hey man, we get this, man. For years I've been calling it wonton soup, man. I go to the Chinese place and give me dirty looks.
Wonton soup.
Whoops! I just called it wonton, like Wong, like your name's.
No, it's John not Wong. You words, bro. It's not wonton soup. It's wonton soup. Now you know how I get my wonton soup? I get wonton egg drop soup because I love egg drop soup.
I get my noodles in it. I get wonton noodle soup. Yeah, that sounds good with the eggs.
I'll get wonton egg drop soup with extra onions in it or extra scallions, and I love it.
Oh, you know me. I tell them, hey, take that bok choy, that green stuff, and y'all can save for somebody else. Just give me the soup and get the meats.
He said, take that bok choy, that green stuff.
Yeah. But no sprouts.
Gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the movie reviews and TV show reviews. Check out Tough Nerd Toys on YouTube and Facebook. Tough Nerd Toys on YouTube. I just uploaded some new action figure reviews, and on Tough Nerd Toys Gaming on
That was a beautiful figure today, by the way. That Super 7 one. That just the way it looks, man.
Yeah, it's a nice figure. It's a very nice figure. Beautiful figure. And check me out on Tough Nerd Toys Gaming on Twitch and on YouTube. So I will bid you guys adieu. Had a wonderful time. Love you guys. Yeah, we're back in this way. Okay, we're going to be bringing you weekly movie reviews. Next week, I think we're going to do The Northman, X, and Jurassic World Dominion, and possibly Buzz Lightyear, the new Buzz Lightyear movie. Okay?
Got Northman. That was a hell of a movie already.
Yes, it was. It was good. Yeah. If I had more time, believe me when I tell you know what, I might give a quick review on that. So you saw The Northman, right, Kenny?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I don't know why it didn't get such good reviews.
I liked it, man. I thought I liked how it looked all gritty and had that certain feel to it. I liked it.
Felt like some Frazetta shit, right?
Yeah, for sure. Made me want to. I'd like a Conan movie with that kind of grit feel to it, man. Fresh.
Yes. You know what? Let's do a quick little review on this one real quick before we go, because this film didn't get its just due. I feel as though,
you know what too. I think for as long as it didn't feel like a long movie. The pacing.
No, it
nice.
didn't.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It was a gripping story. Ladies and gentlemen, over here at IMDb, we have this movie I had the pleasure of watching called The Northman. It was made in 2022. It's rated R. It's action, adventure, drama, and I will also say fantasy because there were a lot of fantasy elements in there.
Fantasy because they didn't wear horn hats. They didn't wear the horn hats. Makes it.
It was only one time you saw a guy with a horn hat. That was it.
They all should have had them.
Holding that demonic ceremony. That fucking, in that fucking wooded, like that little cave or whatever the case may be. Now over here it says from visionary director Robert Eggers comes the.
Oh, look, it's the PC Master Race movie. Jane Austen.
Yeah, right.
Probably just on a Sunday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this movie was a phenomenal flick, though.
Over here it says from visionary director Robert Eggers comes The Northman, an action-filled epic that follows a young Viking prince on his quest to avenge his father's murder. Director Robert Eggers, writers Jan and Robert Eggers, stars Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Class Bang, and a larger all-star cast right here. Ethan Hawke as was King Ardville War Raven. You come to find why is he in his pants? Like, what the fuck? He really took a picture.
What?
He took a picture on the red carpet with in just his underwear. The fuck is he doing?
It looks like a weirdo Illuminati public ritual to me.
Yeah, but this film right here is a film. If you are into barbarian films, it's myself.
Yo, you know what? Actually, reminded me of Fire and Ice.
Yes, it did.
Actually, yeah, man.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It did pay a lot of homage to Fire and Ice. Paid a lot of homage to like a lot of barbarian and savage films from the 80s and late 70s. I totally enjoyed this. I didn't know Skarsgård was jacked like that. You know what I'm saying? He had that nice felt muscular build that I like to see the Vikings and
he had the Beastmaster body.
Right. And this film was great. The ending of Nicole Kidman played a great crazy queen, and you come to find out, like, as you watch the film, you literally come to find out, like, damn, that's fucked up. In a way, things were meant to happen the way they happened.
You know, the tones had a really good way of having, like, they had like a polarizing. It's either really hot or really cold looking.
Right, and the cinematography on here was great. The action, the score to this fit perfectly. It wasn't a whole bunch of rock music.
No.
It was literally a lot of drums and like bass drums, tribal drums. I love the imagery, the idealistic like culturalisms that they had going on with it. Everything was great with this movie. I really enjoyed it.
It was brutal too, man. Just the
and it's very brutal. Very brutal. It's nothing for you to see somebody get impaled, somebody to get, their intestines cut out or heads lopped off, whatever the case.
Hell, this might be actually my favorite movie of the year so far. It's really good, man.
The Northman was very, very good. If you're into like barbaric films and savage films and films like Conan the Barbarian, you're looking for something to fill that void, The Northman is very, very good. I would definitely say check this film out. It is a treat if you're a fan. Now, again, it's not for children. It's rated R. It's very violent, very brutal. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see a lot of killing, a lot of eviscerating, a lot of lobotomizing, a lot of everything. It's brutal. It's brutal, but it's a good film. And I enjoyed the way it ended, too. I enjoyed it.
It does feel like a callback to those old kind of fantasy type movies like Excalibur and all them flicks, right? The way it just felt, because you don't really see the movies hit the media no more.
Yeah, this film was amazing. Again, it is. I feel as though it's a hidden gem within modern films. It is definitely a hidden gem. It is a hidden gem.
This didn't get much coverage, did it?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
And I watched this on a whim. I was like, let me go see this shit. I watched it. I was like, wow, that was good. Because remember,
you know what? I watched it almost some way because I kept seeing ads for it. That's why I watched it. I kept seeing like little tiny sponsored bits on Facebook or whatnot.
This scene right here was like, damn.
Yeah.
Remember this part right here, Kenny?
Yep.
I was like, what the hell? But Study kept his eyes on him while he was walking backwards. You dragging your son and your wife.
That's a hell of a thing.
And then came back, stripped down. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Ready for battle. I love the imagery they showed where like him dreaming about like, whenever it came to him being close to death, he was being rode to Valhalla and shit like that.
Damn, and look at the color tones and the grading of the movie. That's beautiful to look at.
Yes. The atmosphere of this film was absolutely amazing. They nailed it with this. They nailed it. This was an amazing.
Look at that, yeah. Just the way it looks, man. Just the stills.
There was a lot of symbolic imagery that, you made like it made me want to ask my friend who is Norwegian what this meant, what that meant. And he told me, he was like, oh, that means such and such and such and such. That's this, that, and the other. And this was great. This was very good. Nicole Kidman played an amazing queen. And I don't want to kill it for you guys because I say that you guys definitely go watch this film. The Northman was very, very good.
Horn hat right there.
Yeah, that was when they were. Yeah, that was when they were down there doing that old worship shit.
Yeah. Like that made me point the screen when I saw that.
Yeah, the king's son died. Don't you know they sacrificed like 3-4 motherfuckers just to be with his son that's dead.
Man, the level of brutality here though makes that Vikings show on History look like it's nothing, man. And that show's pretty brutal itself, but this one was just damn.
Yeah, this was
tremendous movie.
This was I remember when they raided that one town. Yeah. And like you saw like it was one dude that ran up and he just splattered his whole skull with one swing. It was like pat, and you heard it. It's like
It was almost horror movie. It was violence at times, man. This shit was fresh.
Oh yeah, this was good. This was good. Remember, I said, Kenny, watch The Northman. I said, watch The Northman. I said, this. It's
good. It's worth the watch, man.
I think he should have won an award for this. I don't see why people were saying this was a horrible film.
What was the problem? This is like a sleeper hit, then, man. There's no issue with this movie.
I think Alexander Skarsgård did everybody.
That is with the picture he has though, with the pants off. Like,
yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. William Dafoe was Helmer, the Fool. You know what I'm saying? He was a court jester. He had a short part in there. You remember? He was in the beginning and shit like that. But Ethan Hawke was in there. This was a great film. Great film. I don't know why it didn't receive the praise or accolades it should have.
I'll tell you what. I did watch some videos of people complaining about diversity, but you know, it's 2022.
What are you talking about diversity? This is like all the way in Scandinavia or like Norway and shit like that. It wasn't that many black people over there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you know the argument is just because there wasn't that many doesn't mean there wasn't some. And
oh my God!
You go from there.
Stop it! Everything is not for you.
That's like 2022, man. We can't have anything and really just enjoy it anymore with someone, you know, putting their damn finger in the peanut butter.
This is indigenous for that area. This is what they were. Yeah. They were Vikings. Most Vikings would have killed most black people any fucking way.
And then you'll have the Moors used to and blah, blah.
Yeah, like these are Vikings.
I read it all. Yeah, man.
So Bjork was in here. I didn't know that.
The singer? Wow.
Yes, she was the Cirrus. Wow, I did not know that. And you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, that was her. That was her. Wow. All-star cast.
She probably brought her own clothes.
Check this out. The Northman was very, very good. You will not be disappointed with this. Definitely check that out. Man, how they killed his father was fucked up too. How they killed his father was fucked up. And it was nothing for them to throw a motherfucker in slavery.
Yeah.
Put him in shackles and shit, just dragging
ass. That's just regular Tuesday, right?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like you saw, like in the background, you would see some dudes dragging off girls, and be like, you know, already ripping off their clothes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, this shit is nuts, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give this. I don't know, Kenny. Any other comments or quotes on this? This film was amazing. I enjoyed it.
Man, go see it if you haven't. I would say that much. It's a great movie. Yeah, I will tell you what. I'll give it a 4.5 because of the lack of the horn hats.
Oh, you stupid. Me and myself, I will give it a 5 out of 5 nerd pins. That's how good it was. The Northman was very good. The Northman was very good. So I don't mean to rush us off, but I have to go mod Mika's show. I want to make sure she, I've been designated or taken the job as being her mod. So I will see you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hope you enjoyed the movie reviews. We are back. We will be doing our weekly shows as before. Again, check out our channels. Anything you want to plug or
no, but we got to get into some toys sometime because I just bought this Ninja Spawn thing and the weapons are just the crappiest things I've ever felt in my life. McFarlane has these floppy. Now I got to go get the old Ninja Spawn to give the old weapons from my damn storage.
I just sent you a video. I just sent you a video about how a lot of people are disappointed in his stuff. Like they don't feel as though like they're getting the quality that he's bragging about. Or whatever.
And I want to know why too. Why are your ankle joints ratcheted? You don't want ratcheted ankle joints because now you get this weird feeling and they don't really stand straight at times.
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
Exactly. I don't know why he has like this ball thing going on. It's crazy. It's weird. It's real weird. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing or what he's trying to do, but it's just weird. But ladies and gentlemen, I will be doing a review on this as well. X-Transbot Masterpiece.
Oh, nice, dude.
Eligos. No, nice. Sabatoon Eligos. Yep. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't just go for Takara. I love third-party stuff because most of the third-party stuff is better than the Takara Hasbro stuff. So be on the lookout for that, and I will be doing a review on what my boy Kenny got me right here. The action
Steel Brigade. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, before you do it, make sure the joints are still cooked up. You gotta, I had to cook that thing on the stove and then hit it with some shock oil in the joints like an old man. So she should be still good to go.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful evening. Love you guys. Check us out on all our social media platforms. It will be in the description down below. I love you guys. Take care. Check us out. Come on over to Twitch and listen to some music. Love you guys.
Bye, everybody.
All right.